Hey, family. How are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? Thank you all so much for being flexible. Y'all know I was supposed to see y'all today at 12, but acting stuff came up. I told y'all this would happen. I told y'all. I was like, as soon as this world opens back up, my schedule about to be crazy. And here we are. Here we are. Sorry, fam. So can't say it won't happen again. I want it to happen again. So not to reschedule you guys, but I want these opportunities to keep on happening. As usual, can't talk about anything, but just so you know, the only reason why I had to move was because mother was on a move concerning work. It is what it is. Hey Denard. Hey Coretta. Hey. Show up online. This is an example. What? StreamYard, leave me alone. What's up, Black Lavender? Hey, Teresa. I know. Teresa, we got to talk about this right now. Teresa said they really made us sit through all of this to wait another week. I don't know why I think Bravo will ever treat me right. Child, listen, I just got, before I got on here, because I was going to get on here a bit early. Like, I think I logged on at like 12:05, but I got something sent to me. Not something sent to me, but I got an alert. And y'all know I got all the shows I review, I have them on alert, and I just got something, and I'm just like, I have to we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. Hold on. Oh, my friend Drew posted me on his TikTok, and he's like, everybody loves you. Of course they do. Of course they do. Hold on. It came up in my news. Hold on one second, because that's the first thing that we're going to talk about, because baby. I hate when sorry. It's not about my money. Sorry, y'all. Hey, Janae. Hey, Shonda. What's up, crazy homebody girl? Thank you. I had to, couldn't do a turban today. We had to have the real hair out. Shannon said 9:30 in Barbados. Is you live, whore? Or whatever T.S. Madison says. Yes. Hey, Sola. Oh my God, Sage. Sage is here from TikTok. Hey, what's up? Listen, I'm not telling you what my TikTok is. I already told y'all it's terrible. I have one cooking video on there from Christmas, and I'm doing better. Drew, my friend who posted me on TikTok, Drew the Vibes, he is, getting my content together. He's telling me what I need to do. So when I'm ready to debut it, I will let you guys know. But right now, I'm not saying nothing. 2 of you have already found me. I'm like, oh no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for my debut. Give me a minute. But, I'm kind of, I kind of know what I'm doing on Instagram. So let me learn TikTok for me. Vaca, listen, follow me on Instagram, guys. Vaca says, is TikTok worth it? I will say I did not. When I first got on TikTok, it was a little weird for me. I got back on when it was new. And it was just a bunch of people from the Midwest, singing this country song about divorce to their kids. It was just real creepy for me. I just felt like the audience was, the hills have eyes, right? I could not get into it yet. But then when it started to pick up, I just didn't feel motivated to put up anything because I was so much of a spectator. I was loving what I was seeing. And, I would open up TikTok and be like, okay, let me do a video. And then I end up watching 30 videos or so and not doing anything because it's interesting. I learn, I laugh. And And I enjoy it. You know, at first I thought it was something like for kids. You know, I didn't think that it would really be for me, but I found a lot of, you know, millennials on there. And it's a lot of good content. And the kids do fun stuff too. But yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Do it. Do it until they monetize it because it's happening. It's happening with Twitter. How was this app free? You happy now? You happy now? Because it's not anymore. It's not anymore. Thank you. Here's my cameo as well. Shonda be on it. Oh, all my moderators. Shonda, Black Lavender, Tony, Tracy. You guys are so great. I love y'all. I love y'all. But I'm gonna get started a bit early, guys. Because we got a lot to talk about. You know what? I can't be drinking from this bottle. Oh my God, my mom is watching the game. She's gonna kill me. I gotta do it. She's going to kill me. She's watching the game. Mom! Mom! Can you give me a cup of ice water? No, just a cup of ice with the straw, please. I forgot to get it. Okay. Thank you. Oh, God. It is. It's really like, it's good, but it's bad. It's good, but it's bad. Like I be on there and I'm like, oh, I have stuff to do today. I can't be watching all these videos. I'm starting to go down the cooking TikTok rabbit hole where now I'm like trying stuff off of TikTok, you know, and learning stuff. And then I'm watching a lot of, I don't know what it's called, but like organizing TikToks. It's happening. It's happening. I'm watching all these organizing TikToks. If it's not that, then I'm watching all of Drew and Hudson videos. So, yes, Haley, I'm from Philadelphia. That's what we all call our mom. Ma! Hey, Soprano 2. Hey, thank you for being here. And shout out to who is here from TikTok. What's up? Anyway, we're going to get into a jingle. This is what we do, guys, new followers. This is what we do. We get into a jingle, and then we talk about the shows that we're going to talk about today. So let's get into it. Hey, Tracy! How are you? Oh, wait a minute. Background is showing. Hold on. There we go. Oh, no, Nikki, you made it worse. There we go. I want to. Hey, Delilah! Hey! Come on in the room. Oh, come on. See all that dust? Sorry, I got cement floors. Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Everybody, even Delilah. Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? It's normally a lot longer, but we do have a lot to talk about, so we got to get into it. Before I start, make sure you go and watch my girl Ziva Lacey Mosley on the new iCarly reboot, which is on Paramount. She plays, damn it, I think she plays Carly's roommate. I haven't watched it yet. Lacey, I will, because I'm getting Paramount only for you, and also Drag Race All Stars. So I got to get on my trial with that. So yeah, go and support our girl. She's been so emotional today because this is like a really huge job for her, and she deserves. She really, really deserves. So go show us some love and go watch iCarly reboot. It's a little bit adult, not like the kid show, right? Because they're older now. So, you know, I think it'll be something for the whole family, for the parents and for the kids. Family time, iCarly, go and support. Thank you all so much for keeping Black women booked and busy. We couldn't do without you. What's up, D-Conti? What's up, D-Conti? Team Ginger. Yes, Soprano 2. Oh, Tony, you're going to love it. From what I've seen, everybody is going up for her character. Oh, that's Black Lavender. Hey, Tracy. This is the one I wanted. Come on. There it is. You're going to love it. From what I've been told. I haven't watched it yet. It's coming. Whew, I am burning up. Where's my thing? I got to turn on the ear. Anyway, before I get into the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, before I get into that episode, I want to talk about what was just sent to me by way of Housewives Alert that I have on Google. It's actually from Yahoo Entertainment. They sent all of the news to me. Like, Google has this thing when you put on alert, it's like any, not network, but like any site that's talking about something that you have an alert for, they send it to you. So if you're just here for, well, it's a chat. So it's a chat and then it's going to be a review. It's going to be a lot. Anyway, whatever I'm doing starts right now. Did it die? You guys. Oh no. Oh, I thought it died. Child. I mean, it's about time. I haven't changed that battery in 5 years. Anyway, so this article was alerted to me from People by Yahoo Entertainment. It says Andy Cohen talks questionable Erika Jayne documentary and how it might affect her Real Housewives of Beverly Hills future. Andy Cohen is addressing Erika Girardi's future on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after the release of the ABC News original documentary, The Housewife and the Hustler. During his Sirius XM show, Andy Cohen Live, the Bravo stalwart weighed in on the documentary, which examines Erika's estranged husband, Tom Girardi's legal troubles, and what she knows about them. I don't think that documentary will affect her future on the show, Cohen told a caller on Wednesday. If anything, it enhanced it. If anything, I think after this season, after the reunion, I think Erika is going to be negotiating like 2 season deals at this point. There's no way they're letting her go. He went on to question the doc's inclusion of Real Housewives of New Jersey alum Daniel Staub and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills guest Dana Wilkie. I did too. I understood Dana because Tom, the lawyers that were suing Tom, who were handling the Lion Air plane crash, they went on her podcast. So I understand why they were there. I did not understand the correlation with Danielle Staub. And in my opinion, like I said before, I think her presence there, not because Danielle is cheap. I just think that what she was doing cheapened the documentary for me. There you go. Andy then says, I will say the idea that Danielle Staub and Dana Wilkie are the experts in this documentary about Erika is questionable at best, Cohen said. So I kind of realized I wasn't going to learn anything new from them about Erika. Absolutely. It was more so about Tom. As for the case itself, the Tom Girardi stories continue to be deeply disturbing, and we have to see how this plays out, he said. Let me see if they have any more quotes from him. No, that's all. That was all. That was all of the Andy Cohen quotes in that article, and that's the only reason why I wanted to talk to you guys about it, because I just knew. I was just like, that documentary and everything that's happening with Erika, to anybody else, right? To anybody else, it would seem like a nightmare for any TV show, right? I feel like if she was on a scripted TV show, it would be a nightmare for her. It would be a nightmare for her PR. Not reality TV, baby. Not reality TV. This, unfortunately, this tragedy and the scammer that Tom Girardi is, and the way that he used a lot of that money to funnel her career, unfortunately, it's going to work out great for her concerning reality TV. That's what you want on your show. Somebody who has a hot mess of a life that you can document. She's going to be fine. She's going to be absolutely fine. I'm telling you, if they don't give her a 2-season deal, I would be shocked. I would be shocked. They are going to want to see this whole season, this whole thing through. And if anything, she might be the highest paid housewife. From not out of all of the housewives, but the highest paid housewife out of Beverly Hills. If anything, they'll probably give her at least what they're giving Kyle, or a little bit more, because that's like, she has something going on. She has something going on that's very controversial, that if she gives them first access to it, will be very lucrative to her. And Erika, I would do it. I would sign the contract. I would give them what they need because, mama, at the end of the day, you're going to need them coins, because after your lawyers just dropped you because they said that you were withholding information and that they didn't feel like they can trust you, and they didn't feel like it was wise for them to represent somebody if they didn't know everything that was going on. The client was withholding things and there was just no trust. So the way this is looking for you, mother, you need to do what you need to do to get some coins. Sign that contract. Let's get into the episode. While I get my notes, let me see what y'all had to say. I cannot wait. Queen, you know, I never know how to pronounce that, but Queen said she is leaving her husband because my husband is in trouble and she don't want no. What? Oh, sorry. Acting stuff. Anyway, what was I talking about? Child. When SAG be sending me emails, I'll be getting stressed. That could be one thing, right? But I also think that either her and Tom are on good terms and they are divorcing, and the reason why they are divorcing is so he can hide his assets with her. That could be one idea, or it could be the fact that she's just leaving him out there, you know, to handle this on his own, and she is getting out to protect her assets. That could be it. But I'm just like, the way she talks about how powerful and smart that man is, I would think that it would probably be best for her to remain friends with him until it looks like he has no options. Until then, I would not turn my back on that man. I would not turn my back on that man. So I don't know. I do not know about that. She could just be playing it cool so that he don't switch on her and throw her under the bus. Who knows? It's Kima said, Erika ain't going to give nothing. Like, she ain't giving nothing now. But that's going to be on the show, right? And I think that now with everything that's happening, I think if they sign her to a 2-season deal, they're going to, you know, be very honest with her and say, listen, we need to have full access to everything, and we need to know what's going down before it's going down. If anything, I think that's what will be negotiated next season. Hey, Faith from Ohio, what's up? See, Too Busy to Wait. I happen to agree. Too Busy to Wait said they are moving money. That's the only reason they are divorcing. We've all watched Goodfellas. Love you like you are, said, I believe you, Nikki, that he might be off. Oh, no, I didn't say off himself. I said give up the ghost. Like Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner just gave up the ghost. And that's not like committing suicide or anything. Hugh Hefner was just like, you know what? I'm gonna return my soul to its provider. I'm done. I feel like when you get up in age, I think that you can like say, okay, I'm over it. Right? I think you can. I feel like after like 85, you can kind of negotiate with God when you want to leave, because I just feel like every old person just doesn't die suddenly. Like after 85, it's just like, you know, they kind of know what's going on. Like, oh, I'm going to go take a nap. That's what they tell you. But when they're walking up the steps, they're just like, well, I'm taking a nap forever. They make that decision. That's what I think. That's what I think. Tom is going to pull one of those. I think he's going to be like, you know what? I had a good run. They can do that. Anyway, return to center. I want to say it, Miles. Anyway, let's get into the episode. So Dorit and Kyle need to take a page out of Ramona and Sonia's book, right? They don't know how to be frenemies. It's really uncomfortable when they get into it because they don't know how to be frenemies. I think what's happening here, after Erika, Jayne, and that messy clique crowned Kyle the queen of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I feel like everybody else has been playing the game, right? Playing the game to not get on Kyle's bad side. But a lot of them, like Dorit, I don't feel like she actually enjoys Kyle. I think that she is, you know, playing the game like we all do at work, right? Like when we check in to work, it's, hi, how are you? Hey, Nancy, do I want to go to lunch? Sure. You don't want to go to lunch with Nancy. You hate Nancy. but Nancy's a supervisor, you know what I mean? And you don't want to have any beef with somebody who is a higher up. So if Nancy wants to go to lunch, you'll go to lunch and you'll be miserable for those 45 minutes, but you'll do it because you want to keep your job. I think this is what's happening with Dorit, because honestly, Dorit, it looks like, it appears to be, it could be wrong, it looks like you just do not enjoy being around Kyle. Here is why. If Kyle says anything, you are ready to snap. You don't enjoy her. At least that's what it looks like. You don't enjoy her, and you are, being nice to your coworker because this coworker has some kind of influence after you all have seen what she has done to Denise. That's what I think is happening here. If anything, you need to talk to Sonia Morgan, Dorit, and figure out how she is able to manage Ramona during the season. Because when Sonia is filming, when Sonia is finished filming, she don't be checking for Ramona. She takes her break from Ramona until it's time to film again. I think you need to do that. I know you're afraid of not being a part of that clique because you don't think that you're going to be able to keep your job. But baby, times is changing over around the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We got a new girl that's in charge of the girls, and her name is Kathy Hilton. If I were you, I would buddy up with her because she seems like she's somebody that's really likable. That's who I would buddy up with. I don't think you should be any more concerned about your job concerning Kyle, because I don't think that she has the pull that she once had. Be free to be you. Stop being a flunky on national TV at your big age. And poor PK. Poor PK. Like when Dorit made him leave, he was just like, oh, are you ready to go now or later? Now? Okay. And then he got in the car and he was just like, well, I didn't even get to eat anything. And Dorit was like, you had a hamburger before we left. PK saw that menu and he was ready to sit down and eat. Ladies, listen. Men, I feel bad. I don't know how to say it, but I'm just like, I just feel like, Dorit, you could have just let your man sit down and at least, get an appetizer or two, because he really, wanted to sit down and eat. He saw the menu, he smelled the food being made. He wanted to enjoy it. Even if you're beefing with somebody at the party, ladies, let your man get a to-go plate. You know what I mean? Let him sit down and gnaw on the chicken wing. That's the only reason why he came. He don't feel like them husbands. He don't feel like getting dressed up in them too tight shoes that you always put him in. You convinced him that he was going to be able to get a nice meal if he came with you to this party, and then the man get there and he can't even eat nothing. Oh, that was the only thing he was bothered by. It's like, well, we didn't even get a chance to eat. Poor guy. She is always taking him out of a party before he can get at least one appetizer. You see that man with all that belly, you need to let him eat. Ciao. Anyway, Lisa Rinna looked great at Kyle's election party. Like, Lisa, I know this is your signature hair. I think you can start off the season with your hair and end the season with your hair. I feel like throughout the season, you should definitely play with more hairstyles, because not only did you look just stunning, you looked younger, a lot younger with this hairstyle. I feel like that hairstyle aged you way back when. But anyway, I think she looks stunning. I love the high pony. I love the bedazzled tracksuit. I loved her shoes. She was cute. She was giving us a moment. She was giving us a moment. So for the people who were not into Crystal, now that she's opening up a bit more, revealing to us about a eating disorder that she struggled, or still kind of struggled with now as an adult, but it happened. It started when she was 11, and then also opening up about how when she was younger, she wanted to be a white woman. And I was really glad that she broke it down, because she said, when I was young, but this is the thing, there's a lot of stuff in that comment. She said, when I was young, I wanted to be very skinny, have blonde hair and blue eyes. I wanted to do, and I was willing to do whatever I needed to do to be American. And that meant white. Ain't that something? Like saying the quiet thing loud, because that is what everybody thinks when they think of America. You think of white people. You do not think of the millions of people of color millions and millions of people of color who make up this nation as well, who, if not, enhances this nation. But when you think America, you think white. That is a problem. That is why I have no issues with Juneteenth being a holiday. My only issue is that Juneteenth becoming a national holiday should have came with my damn reparations. I'm still waiting for my 40 acres and a mule. Where is it? And don't log it in with my school loans. My reparations need to be separate. But this is why critical race theory, is that a critical race theory? Those teachings are very important. This Juneteenth being a holiday is very important because people inside and outside of America, when they think of America, they think of white people. That's the problem. Collectively, we're the majority. We just don't like each other, so we'll always be a minority. People of color, y'all going out sad. Anyway, how are y'all feeling about her now? Because she's opening up a bit more, and I could be wrong, but I think that maybe when Sutton barged into her room and she was naked, and I think maybe Crystal thought that she saw her body. I think that probably, I'm just assuming, I could be wrong, that a lot, probably her outrage happened because of that, because of how she still kind of deals with her body and how she sees herself. Because last week we kind of could not understand where it was coming from, but as she opened up a bit more about her eating disorder, I was like, maybe that's it. Maybe trying to rationalize it. Like, her reaction could be her reaction, right? But I'm thinking that maybe her eating disorder that she is not battling but managing probably had something to do with the way she reacted to Sutton. I could be wrong. But maybe I touched on something. We don't know. We do not know. Cal. Let's get back into Cal. Ciao. Something else. Cal is the kind of person who gives you something. Like, she's the kind of person who you never want to ask for help from, right? You never want to be in a bind and have Cal be the one to help you, right? If you're down and out, the first thing you're going to say is, if you're in their friends group, call anybody but Cal, right? Here is why I say that. There was no reason for Cal to talk about Sutton's home being her home as much as she talked about it. Baby, yes, technically it's your home and she's leasing. You signed a contract with her. Those 12 or 6 months that she's leasing that home, that's hers. That she's paying your mortgage. That's her home. That is her home. I was trying to count it, but because my life was coming up, I couldn't. But I can guesstimate that she talked about Sutton's home being her home at least 10 times. And she brought it up to everybody who walked through the door. She's that kind of person who, if they loan you a shirt, right? Or not loan, but if they give you, like, I'm giving stuff away. Here, you want this? You'll look great in it, right? They say that to you. You take it. You wear it at some party, and you might walk in, right? You might walk into their party, and they might see you in there. Will never mention that shirt. But as soon as the party starts picking up and a crowd forms, they will be the first person to scream loudly, "Hey, is that the shirt that I gave you? It looks great on you. Hey guys, look how great she looks on the shirt that I gave her." That's Cal. That is Cal. There was no reason for her to talk about Sutton living in her home as much as she did. No reason. But she wanted you to know that Sutton is living in her place. Don't tell her your business. Don't tell her your business. Thank you so much, New Mommy D, for the super chat. New Mommy D said, I like Crystal. I felt like her ever was different for her daughter and son. Her what? Experience? Is that what you're trying to say? I feel like her ever was different for her daughter and son, but she's cool. All right. Thank you, New Mommy D. I agree. Thank you. Oh, she cleared it up. New Mommy D said, I meant to send 10, LOL. It's fine. But I like Crystal. Her energy was different for her son and her daughter. Oh, yeah. But I like her. I think she described herself in the first episode as a tiger mom. I think that's what she did. I think she described herself as a tiger mom in the first episode. Thank you, New Mommy D. Oh my, I got to get a new battery. My baby is dying. There we go. She also said that she's a disciplinarian and her husband is a coddler. He is, easier on the kids. But I didn't even think that she was so hard on her daughter. Like, what is she taking away sprinkles because the child isn't listening? That's light work. That's light work. Because, you know, it doesn't seem like she's that like tough of a parent, because she was telling her daughter stuff she would take away if she didn't listen, and the daughter still didn't listen. So it doesn't seem like mommy is that much of an enforcer. She's probably telling us that she's a lot tougher than she really is. Oh, Haley don't like Crystal. Why not, Haley? I've always liked her. I just had that issue with her in that Garcelle moment with Kyle. I felt like she took away a teaching moment, but that was like an issue. Overall, I like her. Overall, I like her. Let me know, Haley. I'll highlight it. Is it Tiger Mom? That's the right term, right? Tiger Mom? I think I'm saying it right. Stop it, Orange Turtle. And also, I hate to be this person. Kyle, stop lying and saying that their home is in Bel Air. Kyle, their home is in Encino. Y'all don't want us to know. This is the thing. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the only person who was living in Beverly Hills was Lisa Vanderpump. I think Kathy maybe actually living in Beverly Hills or Palos Verdes, but a lot of them, when this show first started, a lot of them were in Northridge. A lot of them were in Encino. Not saying that these are not fabulous places, right? But they're not Beverly Hills, right? The money is not the same. The mortgages are not the same. It's a lot of middle and upper class people there as well. There's a lot of lower class people there as well, working class people in those areas. And it's more working class than anything. It walked up my back that she kept on saying Bel Air, because I used to live in that area. I actually lived like 2 blocks down from where Kyle's home is. And how I know, as I was watching this, 2 things happened. One, when I was watching the show, they always do a B-roll of her home, and I was on a walk, and I walked by her house, and I was like, this ain't Beverly Hills. This ain't Bel Air. This is Encino. And then like a year or so after, I saw them filming at the Galleria in Sherman Oaks, and I was just like, oh, okay, so she really does live there. She lives in Encino, y'all. Not Bel Air. Like, if you drive up the road, and drive in the mountains and drive down, then it becomes Bel Air. She about 10 miles from Bel Air by car. Girl, stop it. You are not, that home is not in Bel Air. And I think you and Sutton don't want us to know that you are in Encino. Yup, you in Encino. And right down the street is a 405 freeway entrance. And if you walk under that freeway after 4 p.m., you either go in there to score some meth or you're getting robbed or sex trafficked. So, girl, stop it. You used to live in Encino. Stop that lying. Let's get into Crystal's Hermes bag. Is it the name? I don't understand Hermes. No hate. Is it the name? Because the way Kyle was looking at that bag and then a $95,000. Let me tell you something, housewives. Y'all better make sure all your money legit. Y'all better make sure y'all don't have no issues with the IRS. I just hope all y'all money is right. I hope none of y'all money is funny, because this show puts price tags next to everything that you are doing. And Crystal, the IRS is watching you. The IRS is watching you have that $95,000 bag featured on this show. Oh, Crystal got a $95,000 bag? What was her taxes? Like, that's what they do. Does she pay? Like, that's what they do. I didn't mean to highlight that. Well, lots of homeless in LA. There's lots of homeless in LA in period, especially now. And there will be a lot more homeless people in LA after June 30th, with the moratorium for evictions is lifted. Welcome to America. But I just don't understand. Do y'all like Hermes bags? Is that like your thing, or is it the name? Is it the name? Because I didn't really know what Hermes was until rappers started rapping about it. And I was like, oh gosh, it's another brand that we need to know about. Another wealthy brand that we need to know about. Not saying that the bags are not cute. I'm just saying they're not for me. I don't get it. Especially not when I can get that same bag at Canal Street for like $10. Or off of Shein, baby. Shein is the Canal Street of the universe. Child, Shein is the Canal Street of the universe. Whatever you want, you can get from Shein for $10. Anyway, Eric, so at Cal's election party, not the Cal's election party, at Sutton's housewarming party, all of the ladies are coming over to Sutton / Cal's home. And of course, Brenna walks in wearing the same outfit as Cal. I think a lot of them probably either share the same stylist or shop at the same places, because Rinna is always walking in wearing somebody's outfit. I don't think she's doing it intentionally, but you know what, it's Rinna, so I wouldn't put it past her. But they either have to share the same. No, if they share the same stylist, that stylist is messing up. So I don't know if they're sharing the same stylist. It can't be. I think their stylists are shopping at the same places. I think all of their stylists are shopping at Bloomingdale's at the Sherman Oaks Mall. The Westfield Sherman Oaks Mall. That's where I think they're shopping, because like I said, a lot of them live in the Valley. A lot of them are not, a lot of them do not have a 90210 zip code. A lot of them are in the Valley. So I think maybe that's where they would go, because in the Valley, one of the biggest and trendiest malls, I was going to say markets, malls, is the Westfield Sherman Oaks Mall. That's where a lot of the celebrities go shop. Celebrity stylists go shopping. So I'm thinking that's that. I'm thinking that's what's happening there. Their stylists are shopping at the same place. Because Rinna is always wearing somebody's outfit. What y'all think? Let's get into it. That's all I wanted to talk about with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The last thing I will say is I really need for Bravo, listen, stop giving us the Erika Jayne mess all the way at the end, because this episode was a lot of fluff, and then we get Erika Jayne at the end. Y'all better start this episode off next week with Erika Jayne, and I want overkill. I want y'all to talk so much about this that I get annoyed, and I want y'all to keep it up. Stop holding us until the end. You know what I mean? Because you all know at this point, this is what we're tuning in for. And you're giving us 2 minutes of Erika Jayne. Y'all have her walking in and looking at everybody, and she's looking at the camera and breaking the fourth wall. Give me that in a whole episode. I don't want to hear about what's coming up on Watch What Happens Live. I want to see it. Let me see it. Because this episode y'all could have kept. Y'all know what we came here for. Don't play me. Play checkers. Let's talk about it. We're going to talk about it for 10 minutes, and then we're going to get into RHONY. RHONY. All right, let's go. What y'all got to say? Haley, did you ever clear up why you are not a fan of Crystal? Mom or Lauren? I'm dying over here. Oh, hold on. What is this? Is this a super? I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Hey, Orange Turtle. Orange Turtle said, enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for the super chat, Orange Turtle. Oh, God. I only like the Hermes Lindy. What is that? Is that a bag? Is that a bag? Tell me, you can get off of Shein for $10. You know what bag I will pay a lot of money for? The Bottega bags. The Bottega and Colt Gaia. I love their bags. I love it. Now, I would pay a nice coin for those. Is there a Gucci bag that I like? Or LV? Maybe Gucci and LV. I think maybe those two I would pay a nice bag for, but I don't know any other brand that I would go up for, put actual coins into for a purse. I'm not a big purse girl anyway. Yeah, Bottega, absolutely. Bottega and Colt Gaia, I've been stalking them for a very long time. Colt Gaia, there was one purse that I actually bought, but when they actually checked their inventory, they didn't have it, and I was so disappointed. Hold on. Hey, Jonas. Jonas said, even though I can't stand Kyle, it must be super weird to watch your friends living in your home you've lived in for 20 years. Yeah, because I did agree, not agree, but I got what she said, I got what she meant or understood her when she said it's really weird to see, like, not only somebody living in your home, but just to see their style and their take on how certain things will look. Like, I honestly got that moment, but she spent the majority of the episode talking about how Sutton is living in her home. Call my enemy before you call Kyle to help me. Child, if I'm down and out, the last person to call is Kyle. She won't let me live that down. Nikki, remember when you got evicted and your boyfriend threw you out of a helicopter? Oh my goodness, I was so glad that I was there to, give you housing and health insurance. Thank you, Kyle. I didn't tell anybody, but thank you. I'm so glad that you were there to help me. Yeah, remember you almost died. You almost died, and you actually made it work with your boyfriend. Yes, thank you for letting everybody know that I'm in a relationship with an abuser. I don't know how I went so dark. I've been watching a lot of ID channel. When I get off of here with you guys, I'm going to watch this episode of Evil Lives Here. It's an episode of Evil Lives Here, and it is about this serial killer that killed this mother. Like, one of his first kills was his mother and daughter, right? Girl, they show up to the apartment where he strangled, raped, and stabbed this mother and daughter. Dead on arrival, both of them, right? At this point, they're cleaning up the crime scene. They're taking pictures and everything. They're getting ready to move the bodies. But before they can move the bodies, they have the photographer come in to take pictures because this will be used at trial. While the photographer is taking pictures, the body moved. He was like, what? He lost his mind because he thought this person was dead. It was a little girl. I don't know why they didn't even call the ambulance to check this girl to see if she was alive. They just perceived her to be dead. She looked up at him, face bloody, and that's when they realized that there was an actual survivor. I couldn't finish the episode because I had to hop on here with y'all. Baby, I'm going back to that. Evil Lives Here on the ID channel. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. But I digress. Thank you, my love. And when you leave, can you turn on air? I'm dying over here. I think it's my hair.
And don't say dying. Parents die and stuff.
Oh, okay. Thank you. The fun police. It's the fun police. Oh, no. Hey, Dash Dior, what's up? Oh, no. Oh, I don't think she's cheap. I think she's frugal. But she said that, though. She said that Rena is first generation money. Like, she grew up very poor. She lets us know that all the time. She grew up very poor in the Midwest, and she does not play with her coins because she is never going back to that life. Like, syrup sandwiches poor. You know what I mean? Like, government assistance, block cheese. Which was, I think, the only reason why the government will not bring that block cheese back that they used to give. Do y'all remember that? Remember the block cheese? They used the block cheese and bread that you used to go pick up from the WIC office? And you can make those grilled cheese sandwiches. Let me tell you something. Government cheese, grilled cheese sandwiches, A1. But I think the government will never release that again because I think today everybody is just, with the social media, somebody is going to do like a research, break it down and cut it up and put it in a petri dish and look at all the ingredients and be like, oh my goodness, the government laced this cheese with crack. And, I think that's the only reason why they won't release that again because, baby, that cheese was it. Hold on, I'm missing something. Here it is. Hey, Sebastian. Sebastian said, don't worry about it, baby. So sorry for interrupting the batch chat the other day. I can't wait to see Miss Girardi recreate the cell block tango. Oh my gosh. Is she going back to that show, Chicago on Broadway? Girl, do it. Do it. Who cares? Do it. If they ask you back, do it. But no worries, Sebastian. I didn't mind it at all. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. It's Kima said, Chanel is nice, but the quality has been trash for years. Can I just say I used to love Chanel, and then I learned about her Nazi past. I could not get up. I'm telling you, you are responsible for the knowledge that you not inherit, but ingest. Like, you're responsible for what you know. And after knowing that, I was just like, I don't know. The purses just look different to me. I used to love them purses. It was my dream to have one of those purses. But after finding that out, I was just like, I don't know. I just don't like the purses anymore. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Same thing with R. Kelly's music. Like, I just can't listen to it. Ain't that something? Like, I'm not even lying. I can't even like play it secretly in my home and groove to it. I don't know, because I know I just can't do it. My body like will not allow me to do it. Just shuts down. It's like, you are not grooving to this. Shonda, too much. I agree with you. I watch way too much. Oh, child. See, I'm dying over here. Now they want to give me my stuff. I'm dying. I do. And then I got the Discovery app. Girl. Hey, Shannon. Well, new Mommy D, Sutton had a much larger house. She had that huge estate, okay? It wasn't even a house. She had that huge estate in Beverly Hills, and I think she just took all of that stuff and put it into Cal's, not tiny, but it's a lot smaller than what she moved out of. It's so good. So good. Hey, Mommy said, LOL at government block cheese. That reminds me of my family. Whenever something tasted so good, they said, oh, that must have crack it. Oh, the memories of government cheese, grilled cheese sandwiches. Bon appetit. Cal Scott said, Sutton getting a $300K. Bentley was giving me old school housewives. Me too. Remember, like, that's the thing, right? Removing Lisa Vanderpump removes the last like OG that had wealth. Like, Beverly Hills was supposed to be about wealth. We're getting that back with Kathy and Sutton, but slowly but surely we're getting there. But that was why Beverly Hills was that girl for the time that it was, because these was like not rich women, wealthy women. No shade, when the show kind of went like upper middle class, the theme changed. Nothing wrong with that. But this particular housewife franchise is supposed to be about wealth. So Sutton going to buy a Bentley and not wanting to talk about the price, and we're finally getting back. What's up, Sup people? Some people said, with all your true crime knowledge, no killer is going to catch you slipping ever. Thank you for the super chat, baby. Nope. No, I know when it's late at night, I park right where the cameras are, where the light is. I get into my car. What is the first thing that I do? I lock my car before I even put my seatbelt on. And I put my seatbelt on while I'm driving, because my grandmother said, you do not wait to get comfortable in your car at night or anywhere by yourself in the day as a woman. You get that car in motion. And then when you get to the first light, that's when you can get comfortable. But while you're, getting in that car, lock, drive, seatbelt, welcome to being a woman. Sight C said, I think Crystal relapsed. Oh, really? Well, we don't know. We don't know for sure until we get into later in the season, or maybe at the reunion. Who knows? Too busy to wait said the internet says that Sutton's husband is worth $2.5 million. I don't feel like that's a lot of money for LA. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's no money. That's no money for Los Angeles. It might be a lot of money in Atlanta, but 2.5 million, sad to say, that's not a lot of money in Los Angeles. It's not. It's not. It's not a lot of money. That's so sad. That's so sad, but it's very true. Oh God. I'm too smart. I'm too smart. I would never. My prayers are too strong for me to even do anything with my hands. Oh wait, I want to get Sudo's comment and then I'm going to start. Sudo said, period, and always checking that rear view, making sure ain't no one tailing at night. Absolutely. Absolutely. And before, like while you're walking to the car, the first thing you do is you look at the back seat. You look at the back seat. It's not a game. Oh, we are. But Shonda, see, that's why I love Garcelle on the show. Y'all know that I was not going up for Garcelle season 1. Garcelle season 1 was giving me Ebony season 1 and the Real Housewives of New York. And y'all know what I mean about that. But now I feel like Garcelle is comfortable. She knows, what this is. She's no longer teaching us about being Black. She is just living and just being her fun self because everybody's being all PC. And she was just like, she could have just waited. She could have just waited. We were all thinking it. Orange Turtle said, Mama made me put a baseball bat in my car with a glove and a ball so I could say that I play sports to get out of, I kept this as a weapon. My mom is questionable. Listen, you got to do what you got to do. And you also got to walk to your car with your keys through your fingers. So in case somebody want to try it, welcome to being a woman. Jonas said, wait, but is Sutton's money set up from her family? Because she said this episode, this is her first car. I do not have to ask for. But then her mom was just a psychologist. No, I think that she said that I didn't have to ask permission to buy because she was a housewife and he was, I think she meant that she would have to ask her husband for money. That's what happens when you marry rich. You got to marry, when you marry rich, he controls the money. You ask him about, can I have this for this? Can I have this for this? Can I have that? When you don't have your own, when you don't bring your own money to the table, that's probably what, you have to do. And you have to ask, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I borrow the card, the titanium card and things like that? That's probably what that life is like. I don't think that a lot of women are giving their own accounts where they can spend whatever. I think maybe they're on a monthly income where they just give them something every month. But I don't think that she was in a position where she could just go out and swipe her card and buy something that was $300,000 in one swoop. I don't think that was happening in her marriage, especially if he's worth 2.5 million. He gonna fill that 300K. So, and again, we don't even know if she bought it. We don't know if that was the one. She was test driving it. But listen, welcome to reality TV. Oh, she's a Sagittarius. Okay, I see it. Hey, Jose. Hey, thank you for being here all the way from Brazil. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love that. I love that you guys are watching me from all over. Queen said, people do and can leave Beverly Hills. Is Bill Gates, the Kardashian, and Jeff Bezos, also Paris Hilton? They come for money. I will also add to that. The real Beverly Hills is a gated community. Like the real Beverly Hills, you will never be able to drive to and through. The Beverly Hills that you can drive through, that's like the middle class Beverly Hills, right? That's the Beverly Hills that has apartment complexes. But the Beverly Hills that you cannot drive in, the Beverly Hills that has armed guards, the Beverly Hills that you have to call and let them know that you're coming and give them your ID and your license plate, what car you're going to be coming in and how many guests that you are bringing. That is the real Beverly Hills. Because I was going to say something else, but I'm like, no. let me walk out of that. But yeah. That's the real Beverly Hills. That's where Lisa Vanderpump is living. Have you noticed that when we would see Lisa Vanderpump's home, the only thing we would see is her inside in her yard, her backyard. We would never see what it looked like driving up to her home. We would never see the front of her, none of that, because Beverly Hills not going to allow that. They don't want you to know what it looked like up there. The only way you know what it looks like up there in the real Beverly Hills is if you live there, period. Period. That's real money. I'm telling you, removing Lisa from that show was a bad idea. A bad idea. A Canary said, I don't think that Kyle wanted to move to their new house, but Mauricio wanted to move allegedly to keep her further away from LA so he could carry on with other women. Listen, I don't know that. I don't know that. Oh, you know what? We're going to end with Shannon. Shannon said, holding your keys between your fingers isn't as effective as gripping with a closed fist as though to stab. The key slips down on impact. The way you expressed it, but you got to hold it with your thumb. You got to put it through there, right? But you're holding it with your thumb. Again, that's what I was taught. I never used it, but that may be more effective. I've never had to kill somebody that was trying to attack me. My last fight, I was 12? That was the last time I picked up a brick to defend myself. Them Philly streets ain't nothing to play with. Let's get into New York. Ebony. I'm going to love Ebony next season. This season, I feel like this is just how it's going to be for every person of color that comes on these shows. They're always going to have to teach the audience about what it is to be whatever culture they are. So I'm just going to let all the race stuff that Ebony does slide. But I'm going to be honest about what bothers me. And what bothered me was that this was a fun event. This was a fun little pageant thing that they were doing. Everybody was doing something quirky. Ramona was working on her arms. Luann had a baton. Leah was up there with a, slit throat, hula hooping. You get to Ebony, a spoken word poem about what it's like to be a Black woman. Girl, what? Black people have fun. I was like, Ebony, you're doing too much. Now. Before I thought the producers was making Ebony do this stuff. Now I'm like, Ebony, is this you? Are you really like this every day? Listen, I would be exhausted. I would be exhausted. I just don't know any Black person and maybe I need to, meet more Black people or expand my Black knowledge of what it's like to be Black in America. But I just don't know Black people who talk about being Black like that. We just are. Right? But maybe this is how, or maybe she feels, maybe this is how she talks about being Black in the presence of non-Black people. And maybe she feels like she's in the presence of people who do not know what the full Black experience is. So every moment she feels like it's a teachable moment. Maybe that's it. Other than that, it's very weird. It's very weird the way she brings up race a lot. It's very weird. I'm like, I thought she was going to sing or do something, a spoken word poem about what it's like to be a Black woman at this gag of an event. Oh my God. It's too much. It is too much. Next season, Ebony, I just want you to exist as a Black woman. You know what I mean? Just have fun. If you feel like you have to have a moment, then have the moment. But girl, it's every episode. I'm tired. When is Bershawn getting on this show? Because every episode she is, doing a quick review, highlighting when she'll be coming on. I thought, is her name Bershawn? I think her name is Bershawn. I thought that she was going to be on this episode because she did this whole live. Get ready, guys. Bershawn is coming. I need her on the show because we need another perspective of Blackness. This is too much. Ebony is too much. I mean, as a Black person, I would be like, girl, enough. I love her, but it was just like, this was a fun moment. Like, I can't believe I agreed with Ramona. Ramona was just like, you can't just have fun. And I was like, oh my gosh, you got me agreeing with all lives matter, Ramona. Oh. Next season, Ebony. Let's see how you do your next season, because right now I'm exhausted. Also, Ebony, I'm torn, right? Because I think this is really good, but I also think this is really bad. So Ebony doesn't know who her father is. She is embarking on the journey to connect with this woman who claims that she's her sister, within finding this, well, within I don't know, not reuniting, but within meeting and, you know, working on a relationship and finding out this is really her sister, there will possibly also be a revelation of who her father is. The only reason why I think that she shouldn't do it is because her mother is highly against it. And I'm just like, girl, maybe your mother doesn't want you to know who your father is for a reason. You know what I mean? Like the same thing happened with Ashley, right? She took us on this whole journey and she went to her dad's place and he closed the door on her. He did not want to see her on camera. That was brutal. And I don't know if this is the smartest thing to do, because do her daddy not want to be found? Like, I don't know, Ebony. Then the other part of me, it's like, this is good TV and people who have been through the situation need to see something like this as well. I'm torn. I'm just like, your mom's not with it. Like, sometimes when your parents say leave stuff alone, because maybe they just don't want you to know that, you know, when you got here, your daddy was married. You know, you might find out you were a child of adultery. You know what I mean? Or that you were conceived at like a sex party. Like, it's just certain stuff you'll be better off not knowing. And when you put this on the show, you open up the world watching this process and whatever way it ends. And it's so intimate that I don't know if we should be on this journey with you. But she's going to take us on. I'm going to watch. I was just like, your mom's not here for it, but you're going to keep on doing it. But then again, I also understand, she's like, my mom is my only like living relative, which is so weird to me. But again, I have a huge family. My great grandmother had 15 kids, 15 survived. So 15 survived to adulthood. So my family is huge. I told you, me and my family, we don't date in Philadelphia because somebody's going to be related to us. We got to go outside the tri-state area to find a mate. Okay. My man can't come from the East Coast. Not only did my great grandmother have 15 kids, my grandfather was a Rolling Stone baby. So child, I don't know who my family is at this point. I know some of them, but child, we big. Atlanta too. We started in Savannah, Georgia. So child, anyway, I just don't know if this is the smartest thing. It's going to be good TV, but I don't know, girl. Well, I'm very torn. I'm very, very torn. Before I go on, hey, Sebastian. Sebastian said, look at how that worked out for Nene and Bethany. Doing a paternity storyline is a bit much for TV. Ashley, too, from Potomac. It's a lot because you are crafting a storyline with somebody who doesn't know that they're going to be in the storyline until you show with the cameras. That's, I don't know. I'm torn. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you so much for the super chat. So Ramona is getting back into real estate. I mean, she's connected. Why not? I don't know how long it's going to be before that real estate company drops her if they accept her. She's problematic. Ramona is problematic, and she's at an age where she is set in her ways and she has no intentions of changing, right? But the world is changing, and whether you believe what she believes or not, if you're a company and you want to service everyone, Ramona is not going to be somebody who you want to be on your who you want to be an employee. So even if they do accept her, I don't think her reign there is going to be long, right? Because even the conversation where she was talking to her connect about getting back into the real estate game, he was just like, well, we've changed, we've evolved now. We don't say master bedroom. We don't say his and her suite or bathroom. We say, compartmental, 2 bathrooms, whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. They've changed the language, and even she was trying to like talk about that language being changed with him, and he was looking at her like, girl, I'm not giving you what you want, not on camera. Maybe when these cameras leave, we can talk about how, changing the name of a master bedroom, it's too PC. But he's like, oh no, I'm at work, I'm not giving you this on camera. And she was trying to and I'm like, oh girl, you're gonna be a problem. I don't see her, if they do accept her, I don't see her staying there long. And what I want to say about this, I'm glad that language is evolving, right? I'm glad that they're changing, the names, and, it's no longer a master suite and all of this stuff. And we're teaching critical race theory. We're making Juneteenth a federal holiday. Y'all doing all of this, but giving me my reparations. I'm not laying off on that. Thank you. Thank you for the federal holiday. Thank you for changing it to just, a larger bedroom. Where is my money, America? All of these steps, y'all take it, but y'all not walking me to the bank. That's where y'all need to walk me. Walk me to the damn bank. Give me my reparations. Who cares what I'm going to do with it? Yes, I might blow it all on glitter and sequins. That's my business. That's my inheritance. Give me my inheritance before I go take it, child. Because Black people, do you know you can sue the family of the or the people who have inherited the generational wealth that came from enslaving your people? Oh, every day I'm Googling Roberts. Child. That's how I started that joke that I was related to Julia Roberts. I lied back in the day, and I told my friends in 8th grade. No, not 8th grade. I told them in 4th grade, because I was new to the school, and I wanted the kids to think that I was cool. So I made up this lie that I was related to Julia Roberts by marriage. Their kids, they believed me. Every year I was saying that Julia Roberts was going to show up to a dance or, a recital that I was doing. And I convinced them that she was showing up to the Black History Month show that I was doing, where I was, the lead role. I played Harriet Tubman. And I went on with that lie for a very long time. And then we got to 8th grade, and I forgot that I told them that Julia Roberts was showing up to my graduation. Do you know that all of those kids walked up to me, my mom and my stepdad, and they were like, Nikki, when is Julia Roberts coming? You said that she was going to be at your graduation. My mom was like, Julia Roberts? I sat there frozen because I forgot about that lie. I had let it go because I had made friends at this time. I became very popular. So I forgot about that lie that I told them in 4th grade. How did they hold on to that lie for 4 years? Kids. Anyway, so while I'm trying to get away from them and act like, they were making stuff up because I didn't want to get in trouble with my mom for lying, all of a sudden, this limo pulls up. Now, we had one kid at my school that was wealthy, but he didn't like to tell people that because he didn't want people to be friends with him because, because he came for money. So his parents got him a limo, and that's how they showed up to the graduation. So the limo pulled up, right? I knew that was for him. All the kids were like, is that Julia Roberts? And I went, yes. And they took off running to the limo thinking Julia Roberts was in there. I looked at my mom and I just said, sorry. And she was like, let's go. It's like, get in the car. Oh, child. Oh, God, the lies. But anyway, that's how I started that lie, because I wanted to be popular, but I had learned very early on that you could sue people, especially because Roberts is not a common, it's not like if I was not brought here by way of slavery, my last name wouldn't be like a Roberts, right? My family's name started off as Robert's son because we were owned by the Roberts family, and then we just shortened it down to Roberts. So you can look up those people. I looked up Julia Roberts. I looked up Greg Roberts for the Channel 6 News. I looked up a lot of people and was tracing back their family tree, because when I find out who owned my family, I'm getting my money, plus my freaking reparations. Let's move on. But I digress. You can do that. If you are a Black person and your last name is Cumberbatch, because Benedict Cumberbatch, his family owned slaves. If you are Black and your last name is Cumberbatch, you better get that Marvel money. I love how Leah and Ebony are just loving on Sonia. I really love that. Is that our new powerhouse group? You know what? I would say yes, but y'all don't like Leah. The reason why I am fine with Leah is because I knew that this was Leah. I knew coming in who Leah was because I knew her antics off of Twitter. So, everybody is finding out who she is now, but I'm just like, this is who I told y'all she is. Leah McFreakin Sweeney. So I'm fine with her. I'm not as bothered by her as everybody else is. I actually enjoy her on this show. Is that our new power group? A power trio? I hope so. I love how they love on her. Let me just say this. Ramona is absolutely posting Black friends so that people won't think that she's racist. Absolutely posting the two Negroes in her life so that people will not think, especially during that time, that she is a racist person. And I think she was also doing that because at that time, people were questioning Ramona's job on the Real Housewives of New York. So Ramona was doing what she can to make people believe that she's on the right side of history. But Ramona, we see your social media. We know where you're at. Now, I will say this. I won't go as far to say that I think that Ramona is racist. I think she's willfully ignorant and bigoted. Now that I know for sure. Racist, I wouldn't put that on her quite yet. I would need to see a bit more before I, make that full assumption. Is she a bigot? Is she a classist? Is she willfully ignorant? Yes, absolutely. I'm Ebony's friend at this election party. Ebony's friend was like, get me the hell out of here. When she got up to leave and Sonia cornered her, that sister got up to walk away and Sonia was like, oh no, don't leave just yet. This is what I wanted to talk to you about. And she was just like, Ebony, why didn't you save your friend? Why did you get her out of that situation? Oh, I love Sonia. Drunk or sober, she's fun. This didn't happen on the episode. This happened on Watch What Happens Live. Heather gave an apology to Ebony because last week's episode was a little rough for her to take in, and she started liking posts or comments in her comment section from people who were saying very racist things about Ebony. So she decided that this was the time for her to, I guess, right her wrongs, because she apologized to Ebony on Watch What Happens Live. I don't know if she apologized to her in person, but I think her apology on Watch What Happens Live, I wish she would have done it without those note cards, without that note card, because I think for me it kind of cheapened it, and it took away a lot of raw emotion and passion that that I saw that she actually had when she apologized to Ebony for saying that she was so articulate. I don't know if a producer told her to get that right, because how would she know, right? How would she know that that wasn't the right thing to say to Ebony? Her and Leah aren't friends, so who would inform her that she would probably need to fix that comment? I think production let her know that what she said was inappropriate. So she got that moment. She got that right with Ebony, and I think she did an outstanding job with that apology. I wish she would have taken notes from what she did on the episode and applied it to Watch What Happens Live, because it just didn't, I don't know. And then the audience cheered for her afterwards. It just felt icky. It felt really icky. What do you guys think? That's all I wanted to talk about with this episode. What do you guys think? Oh, I'm sorry, Orange Turtle. What did I say? I don't know what I'd be saying on here. I just be flowing off the dome. Shannon Van said, I'm bored of Leah. She's not very dynamic. Sort of a one-trick pony. I think Leah got more tricks, though. I think she's going through something right now because of her grandmother. But I think when she get her head back in the game, I think she's going to surprise us. But again, I knew who she was going into it. Y'all didn't meet her last season. This is who she is. I knew. The way them kids ran to that limo, and the only reason why I got out of getting in trouble for lying was because it was my graduation. And my family had like this whole dinner set up for me. And so my mom was not going to chastise me on a day of celebration. But baby, they were like, where's Julia Roberts? And I was like, first of all, I was like confused. And then I remembered that lie that I told in fourth grade. I'm like, why did y'all hold on to that? But see, this was like, this was Pretty Woman Julia Roberts, right? This wasn't Pelican Brief Julia Roberts. This was Pretty Woman Julia Roberts. So everybody was going up for this girl. This was Pretty Woman. And what's that other one where she, I cried. Still Magnolias. I cried. Jane Fonda. Oh gosh. I won't say all of my reparations will go to it, but there's a couple of sequins and bedazzlings things that I want to do to my home. There's a couple of bedazzled Bentleys that I want to buy. Okay, it's my reparations. Give me my money. Oh, yes, there is a town, Indigo Girl. There is a town that started getting reparations. However, I believe the governor is trying to stop that. So they're, taking him to court because I think they said that they would give them reparations. Tulsa, the not ancestors, what are they called? Family of the people who were slaughtered in Tulsa. They were Tulsa, Kentucky, Kansas, wherever Tulsa is. That town is giving them their reparations that was stolen from them. The lives, it's to cover the lives that was stolen, the property that was demolished, and all the generational wealth that was stolen from that community of Black people. So they were supposed to get it this year. The governor is trying to hold that up. So there's been some drama about that. Hopefully, they get their due. They get, what is owed to them. Plus reparations from America. Damn it, Philly was a free city. I don't think Philly gonna give me no reparations. Because Philly is where my family fled. Damn it. I ain't getting out from my city, but Pennsylvania, run me my money. Run me my money, Pennsylvania Dutch. Run me my money. I better see my reparations before I go on to glory. Hey, Mommy. Mommy said Heather was so stiff and pageant-like on Watch What Happens Live. I hated that. She did so good with her apology on the show, and then she gets this card, and she's just like, Ebony, I want to say, holla, what I did as a white woman was wrong. Girl, you did so good on the show. That was it was a terrible apology. I had to say it was terrible. That speech that she gave at the end of the episode was like watching a high school oral presentation. I think it was a lot better than what she did on Watch What Happens Live. Oh, Heather, I don't know. I would feel like I was the only one who was happy that Heather was on. Because I loved Heather and Carol when they were on together. I enjoyed them on the show. Was it Carol, Heather, and Aviva? That was a great season. That was a great season when they all were on. I enjoyed them. I don't know what happened. I think they wouldn't bring Aviva back because of her father. I think, if her father stayed on that show. Is he still with us? If he stayed on that show, I think he would have been Me Too. That man, he was getting very, very up close and personal with the women unwarranted. So I think they probably got rid of her because of her dad. But I enjoyed all of them. I really, really did. And I was so happy that she was coming back, but she is not doing well. I am glad, however, that she is learning that she is not as evolved as she thinks she is, right? Because like I said before, especially in New York City, a lot of the liberal white people feel so above or better than white conservatives. So they walk with this kind of smug, I don't know, this kind of smug aura, smug spirit. It's just like, look at us. We're in Brooklyn with the blacks. But you don't talk about how you displace those black and Afro-Latina people to Afro-Latino people. You don't talk about that. You don't talk about how you disperse all of those people of color to build that monstrosity in Brooklyn. But you let everybody know, you show everybody what your block looks like, how diverse it is, but you're not telling people that you are the reason why that neighborhood is starting to look 90% white. And when you got there, it was 100% black. You're not giving out that part, but you just want everybody to know, oh, look at me in this, diverse neighborhood with all of these people of color. I know better. I get it. I'm woke. You are dead asleep. You're probably deader than the conservatives, but that's how she is, right? She's above it all. She's always teaching. No, Ramona, no, Luann, we as the white woman, but you're blind. You're blind to your bull, but you see everything else that them conservatives are doing, but you don't see what the hell you're doing. I'm glad that at least what's happening on this show is a mirror to her. I don't know if she's getting it, but she's doing a lot of apologizing. Yes, Oklahoma. Thank you. Tulsa, Oklahoma. The descendants of the Tulsa massacre in Oklahoma, they were supposed to get their reparations this year. It's being blocked. Keep them in your prayers. Yona said, come on, Ebony, nobody turns up more than us black people. And here you are giving out an MLK speech on Friday in the Hamptons at 3:00 at night. 3 sheets to the wind. Like, yeah, still just have some fun. Just have some fun. Descendants. Thank you. Who said that? Descendants. Thank you, Kathy. That's what I was looking for. That's the words that I was looking for. Thank you so much. Hey guys, I'm not getting into that. I haven't seen it yet, but there has been a discourse. I will, if there's somebody who is Afro-Latina or Latino who want to talk about it, I will give you a platform to have that conversation. But I'm going to mind my African-American behind. I will say that is the reason why I did not see that movie. Because as somebody who used to be up in the Heights and the Dominican Heights streets, it didn't look like the Heights to me. But yeah, I'm gonna stay in my culture business. I'm gonna say I'm gonna mind my African American behind, because baby, people be waiting to cuss out a black woman. Don't be African American and dark. They be waiting to get us together, so I mind my business. Ciao. Thank you, Shonda, for thanking everybody for joining us. Go ahead. Orange Turtle said, may I shout out Drive to Survive? The UK government wants to stop Roma gypsies' nomadic way of life. They will take our wagons and put us in prison. Shout it out, Orange Turtle. Also, let us know how we can help from wherever we are. Oh, gosh. That's so upsetting. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that your people are still dealing with that. But yeah, let us know how we can help, Orange Turtle. Thank you. Too busy to wait. Thank you for the super chat. Too busy to wait said, I'm still not over Sutton bringing her one black friend to the election party to prove she wasn't a Southern racist. This needs to be addressed. Is that her one black friend, or is that her, isn't that her employee? Wasn't that the guy that works at her store? Who my sister loves, by the way, because she's a TV producer. And a show that she was producing had to film at Sutton's store. One of Sutton's stores was their location, and he was the one who helped her. And she loves him. Absolutely love him. I think that was her employee. But yeah, I saw it too. I saw it too. Carol would have been so great this season. Oh, she would have been so great. Baka with 3 Olives said, "Ooh, Carol. I think Carol was the only one who probably educated Idiot Heather to apologize on the articulate thing. You think so? But how? You know what? I would say, how would she know? But Heather and Carol are still really close, so maybe." Sight C said, "No, Heather is not getting it. She has been very defensive in interviews before. Watch what happens live." Ugh. Oh, child. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Whoa, wait, Cashier. What is this? This is news to me. Does Sonya still call that black lady Pickles? What black lady? What did I miss? What did I miss? Hey, African Rum Punch. So glad you're here. Kayla said, "I can't figure out if this is who Ebony is or if it's mostly editing and producer." Same. I think there is something in me who doesn't want to believe that this is who she is. So that's why I keep on holding on to a season two Ebony I ain't never met. I'm just hoping this is producer stuff, because the only reason why I think it's producer stuff is because every person of color that have joined this year and prior, all white casted housewife shows, especially after, what we have been dealing with in 2019 and 2020, they all come in teaching, all of them. Dr. Tiffany Moon, Ebony, Garcelle. Is that the only person who has has been put into a cast? Yeah, since then. So far, they all have had the same script. That's why I'm just like, you know what? Crystal too. Crystal's starting to teach. You know what I mean? That's why I'm thinking, I feel like this is a season one thing, a first season thing for the people of color housewives. I hate it, but I think this is how they're going to be introing them for a very long time. Listen, if y'all think what's going on In the Heights is going to be something, wait till the West Side Story drop. I'm getting off of Twitter. I'm getting off of Twitter when West Side Story hit the theaters. Baby. Yeah. Thank you, crazy homebody girl. That is her employee. Yeah. I mean, she couldn't bring Garcelle. Garcelle was invited. Caroline said, "I've been kind of iffy about Leah when I read about her texts between her and Michael Che." Yeah. Go listen to her podcast. I wonder, does Leah still have, let me see. I'm going to look it up. Leah McSweeney. She had an Instagram for her period back in the day. I don't know if the Real Housewives made her get rid of it. Yeah, I think they made her get rid of it because it's not here anymore. Yeah, she had a whole Instagram about her period. Welcome to Leah McSweeney. Welcome to Leah McSweeney. Oh, you know what? Robin Nick sent me something. And I wanted to talk about it, girl. I wanted to talk about it. Do I still have it? No. It's my messages. It's in my messages. Are y'all sending me something? It's in my messages. Oh, did you send it? No, Robin didn't send that. Oh, gosh. Hold on, because y'all be sending me so much juicy stuff. Was it? No, it wasn't Vodka. Vodka, who is this picture? Because this is the same picture you use on your profile. Who is this picture of? Cal sent it. Was it Cal? Who sent it? I took a picture. Was it Laka? It was Laka. Thank you, Laka Loopsy. Laka Loopsy sent me Erika Jayne's The Stare collective closet. So this. Oh, let me get rid of this banner too. It is so hot, guys. It's hot at 7:30 p.m. This summer is about to be insane. I don't know if I feel like it. I think I'm gonna be in. I think I'm gonna be in this summer. Anyway, but this is her closet. This is the things that, oh, let me clean it. This is the things that she is selling. For Cohen. She gotta do what she gotta do. This, I don't know, this Moschino jacket. This Moschino jacket is kind of cute. Right here, this one. It's actually kind of cute. Not that one. It's actually kind of cute. She wants $630 for that. For Moschino? Oh, I'm thinking of Massimo. Moschino was still expensive, right? I was thinking of Massimo. Is that Massimo? Whoever. That man that got locked up for that USC scandal. Oh, there's a Rick Owens jacket for $1,100 if anybody's into Rick Owens. I like Rick Owens. Oh, these TBA boots are cute. Look at that. Those are cute. $400. $100. You know what, Erika? You might have just got yourself a sale. Because those are cute. Oh, a lot of stuff is selling out. A lot of stuff is selling out. She wears a lot of Rick Owens. Oh, this Kushni jumpsuit is cute. I love Kushni. I'm so sad that she closed down. You know, I ain't gonna show you them boots. I think I might get them boots. They was cute. Anyway, it's Vestaire Collective, Erika Jayne. Oh my gosh, should I not have showed that? Are the feds gonna come for that money too? Girl, what's going on? Erika, you gotta talk for real. You need to sit down with Oprah. You need to sit down with Oprah and let us know what's going on. For real. You got to do damage control, mama. What's going on with the money? Are you going to prison? Like, you got to tell us. You got to talk to us. What is going on? Could you imagine if I'm on a live and the feds break through my door looking for some TBA, some TBA boots that I bought for $100? I would be so embarrassed. So embarrassed. I'd be like, please, super chat, they robbing me. Girl. Last but certainly not the least, let's get into the most exciting news I've had this week. I don't need to show you this picture, but I will. She's coming back. What the hell is that? Is that a lotion? She's coming back. Who's in charge of the girls? Heather's in charge of the girls. The Real Housewives of Orange County have finally decided to give us a season. So Heather is coming back to be in charge of the girls. We don't know about Tamara. Tamara did say that she would come back to be a friend of the show of Heather's. So we don't know if that is Sebastian. Did you scam or were you scammed? Thank you so much for the super chat, Sebastian. So, oh my gosh, I gotta get a new battery. Oh no. Oh no. I gotta get a new battery. Anyway, she's actually coming back. Who will not be returning is Elizabeth Vargas. The writing was on the wall. Elizabeth's not coming back. Bronwyn is not coming back, and Kelly is not coming back. So I think they're gonna give us 2 new housewives, or housewives who haven't been on the show for a while, because I just don't see a season working with Heather, Gina, and Emily. Not that elitist. Heather would not agree to come on the show if it was just her, Emily, and what was the other one? Heather, Emily. What's the other one? Is it Shannon? Shannon, right? I think that's right. I don't think she would agree to film with just them. I think they're going to give us 2 new housewives. I think Tamara might be friend of the show. She did not want to be friend of the show last season. I think she's going to be friend of the show now because, listen, sis need the coin. She got to do what she got to do, and ain't nobody hating. But I think they're going to give us 2 more housewives. They have to. That's not a full season. That's not a full cast. Like, they have to give us 2 more housewives. I hope that one of them is Detective Megan King Edmonds. What is the problem, Andy? She's right there. Bring her back, please. And dare I say, bring back Vicky. I love Vicky. I don't know why everybody doesn't like Vicky. I don't know her as a person. I think she's good for the show. Miss Whoop It Up, she's good and she's messy. She will give us drama. But if we don't want to go with an OG, you want to give us some new ones. Oh my gosh, are they going to give us a black housewife on the show? I think I need to lay off Black and Asian housewives. Let's go to another culture because y'all don't know how to integrate them into these groups properly. Y'all are failing. Y'all are failing the Black and Asian women on the show. So let's find another culture. Maybe y'all do better with them. But Black and Asian women, y'all put them through the ringer on these shows. I'm excited though. I'm excited about Heather. I always thought she was one of the great housewives on the Real Housewives of Orange County. I thought that, it's Emily, Shannon. What's the other one? The one from Long Island. Can y'all tell me? Who was the other one? Who is the other one? Oh God, please don't tell me there's going to actually be an Asian housewife on this show. Please. Not in Orange County. I don't trust it. So Heather, Emily, Shannon. Who is the other one that I'm forgetting? Gina. Yeah, Heather not going to just film with them, especially not with Shannon. They still got beef. So they have to bring us 2 housewives who have money, pedigree. Like, you got to give us housewives that Heather is actually going to want to be around. I also think that Heather was responsible for Kelly Dodd's firing. I think Kelly Dodd was already on the outskirts, but I think that Heather was just like, I'm not coming back if I got to film with that, if I have to film with that woman. Heather, in my opinion, would never agree to be on to be a part of an ensemble cast again with Kelly. Heather actually left because of Kelly. She did not like filming with her. So I think that she was, the nail in the coffin for Kelly Dodd. Bronwyn, the fans just did not like you. I enjoyed you for the show. I felt like we should have a housewife in the LGBTQ family, but a lot of y'all did not like her. So that's why she's probably not coming back. She was also abusive to her husband. And her kids. Ron was beating up on them children and her husband. Yeah, I get why she's not coming back, but they have to give us more housewives. It's just not going to work. Heather, Gina, Emily, and Shannon. Can you imagine Heather walking into Gina's home? Oh my goodness. I can see her getting out of her car now, grabbing her purse, looking around. She's going to be so good. I'm so excited. I am so excited that she is back. Oh, she's going to be so good. Who is not coming back? Child, Kelly Dodd is on Instagram talk about she's only going to watch Jersey. She is mad about that firing because Kelly don't have no money. What else is Kelly going to do? What else is Kelly going to do besides get up under that man and his Fox coin? And that's not enough money to keep her. Child, and she married that man. Child, she married that man. You are stuck in that situation with no job. Ooh. Kelly Leventhal. And so this is what Kelly posted on her I will say she is hella problematic. I'm gonna miss that crazy woman. I'm gonna miss her crazy on that show. So she put on her Instagram the text messages between her and Bronwyn. So her comment is, I can't believe this Bronwyn has the audacity to text me. She went on a podcast. She said she was fired from the show because we all didn't like her because she was gay, not because she's a horrible person, not because she treated everyone like S and made no effort to be friends with us, not because she went on a press tour and made horrible accusations about us, calling us all homophobes and racist. Well, Kelly, for you, not because she's a terrible mother, not because she's a horrible person to her husband. I can't believe they're still married. Ciao. The only reason she was fired is because she is gay. What a effing nut job. Classic narcissist. So then she shares her text messages. Bronwyn says, I hope you're okay. I know we've been through hell and back, but I'm here. Crazy Kelly writes, this was all your fault. We'd still be on the show if you didn't make things so dark and ugly and brought up all the political woke BS. Your lies about me calling me a racist and a homophobe were horribly destructive, and your phony storylines didn't help either. And then Bronwyn responds, well, I'm still sober and still gay. Like I said, if you ever want to talk to me, I'm here. I'm going to miss them. I'm going to miss those two. I would just have loved to see Heather interact with Bronwyn. Oh, I cannot wait. Heather is in charge of the girls. She's back in the OC. Now they can give us a show. Now they can give us a show. Oh my gosh. Heather is back in the OC. Guys, Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. It's happening. I'm still laughing at seeing her get out of her car to walk up to Gina's home. She's going to be a mess. Oh, wow. Stucco ceilings. Terry, wait. Do y'all remember when she faked that call? Her and Terry were somewhere. And she faked a call from one of her kids. Like Vicky was talking and she had her phone and she was just like, huh? Oh my God. Yes. Oh, we're coming right away. Oh, Terry, we have to leave. But her phone didn't light up. So you could tell that there was nobody on the other line. Everybody knew that she was lying to get out. Even Terry, who can't, like, his face gives everything away. Terry is over here like laughing. No, because he knows that his wife is like faking to get out of this, faking like an emergency to get out of this event. I can't wait to have them back on my TV. I can't wait. It's going to be a good season. It is going to be a good season. Teresa said, I shouldn't like Heather Dubrow, but I do. She's good for this show. She's good for OC. Just like Megan King Adams. I don't know what the problem is. What? Y'all don't like Heather? Listen, personally, whatever y'all feel about her, I'm not talking about that, right? When I'm talking about these people, I'm talking about for the show. Heather's going to be amazing for the Real Housewives of Orange County. That elitist, oh, she's going to be great. She's going to be great. Oh, yeah, she said she would never come back as friend of the show. And then she tweeted, I'm not coming back to the show, but I would come back to the show as a friend of Heather's. I wouldn't be mad if they brought Tamara back either. You need somebody on there who's going to stir the pot and bring the mess. I think they had to let Tamara go because her son is very problematic. I don't know if they're going to bring her back because the FBI is probably watching her home because, where was her son on January 6th, 2021? Where was he? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if they're going to bring her back full time, but listen, Tamara knows how this show works, and she will give you a show. She will give you a show. That's what we need. It's Latasha. It's Latasha. I love Heather. I watched a couple of her YouTube videos. Wealth. She don't know nothing else but wealth. I watched her YouTube show too. Ridiculous. Did you see her walkthrough of that monstrosity of a home? Like, Heather's whole home is like pewter and brown, very prison. It's like, a new age prison, but she loves it. She loves it. She's like, oh, here are my pewter iron walls. We literally got this delivered from Scotland. It was a part of a night's acts, like crazy stuff, crazy details about her home. We flew this ceiling in from Italy. We could have got it from down the street in Mexico for half the price, but I had to get it from Italy. Where's my champs? That's what we need. That's what this show was supposed to be about. Those kind of women. Bring her back. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Jonas said, if y'all have not seen Heather Dubrow's home, it's sick. When I tell you that it's the most beautiful resorts I have ever seen, it's the epitome of wealth. I think it's so terrible. I hate the color palette, but it's ridiculous. There's 4 people in that home. Nobody needs a home that size. It's ridiculous. But that's what we need. When did OC have a Persian housewife? Who was the Persian housewife? How long ago was it? What time is it? I gotta go to the market. I gotta go. I've been craving a watermelon. It's that time. It's when I get to the point where I have to have watermelon every day. It's the summer. It is the summer, girl. And I love the summer because that's the only time I drop weight, because I can't cook anything. I cannot eat anything heavy. It is watermelon and pineapples for me, baby. It's just too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot to do anything. It's going to be a scene. That's what everybody's waiting for. And everybody's waiting for the return of Shannon and Heather. That battle was iconic, and it has not ended. It's Latasha said there was an episode of her in her laundry room. Never have I been so fascinated. I'm telling you guys, go watch it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. So worth the watch, though. Yeah, she's great. That's the thing. Like, how we feel about her personally don't matter. She's great for the show. She is great for the show. She is wealth. Anyway, family, that's all I wanted to talk about. It's getting hella late for me. I know it's hella late for you. I still have errands to run after this before all the stores close. So let me get out of here. Thank you so much for joining me, family. I had a good time. I always do. Thank you for your continued support of me and NikkiStar TV. If you like what you see here, please continue to comment, like, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe and share. Your sharing and your liking lets YouTube know that this is a video that people should watch. It helps me in the algorithm. I'm not, a Paul brother, so they're not pushing my videos. So, liking and sharing really helps your girl. Anyway, see you soon for what? Oh, tomorrow. You know what I'm going to do? Are you guys watching Encore on BET? I think I'm going to do a live about that tomorrow, because that's my show. That is great reality TV. I think I'm going to do a live about that tomorrow afternoon, and then in the evening, first episode of Love After Lockup. I will see you guys there. Yeah, Friday's going to be a full day. And then maybe I'll do something on Juneteenth because I'm excited. Yeah, Friday's going to be a good day. So join me for the Encore, a live chat about the Encore on BET. And that'll be 12. Yeah, I don't have anything to do. Let me check and see if I got an audition first. I will let y'all know. And then that night for Love After Lockup, we should have a good day. That's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a whole lot of Nikki on Friday. I hope you're ready. I hope you are ready. Love you too, Connie. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. When you leave with your likes. I